Jai Swaminarayan, Namaste all. So today we have Team TEJ. Team TEJ हमारे साथ डिस्कशन करने वाली है. टॉपिक हमारा है यूजफुलनेस ऑफ प्राणायाम एज अ थेरेपी इन ट्रीटिंग 70 प्लस डिसीजेस. जी हाँ फ्रेंड्स, 70 plus diseases pranayam is going to be helpful, and how this is going to be helpful, what is there, everything will come to know through Team TEJ. And to lead the Team TEJ team leader and moderator for today's discussion is Sudha ji. Along with her team members are there Juhi ji, Sunita ji, Sia ji, Sushma ji, and Alpa ji. So all these team members are there. They are going to talk on usefulness of pranayam as a therapy in treating 70 plus diseases. We are very much excited, very much eager to know about how pranayam is going to be helpful in 70 plus diseases. Let us start. Sudha ji.
Very good evening, everyone. We are the Team TEJ, usefulness of pranayam as a therapy and in treating 70 plus diseases. That is what you all gonna hear from us for next 24 minutes. अभी हमें प्राणायाम का वैल्यू पता चला है अभी. सो ईस्ट द बेस्ट, होम इज द बेस्ट. अभी समझा हमको. Be it emotional or physical, more than 80% of our problems and issue in life comes from the incorrect breathing. Yes, आपने सही सुना. As breathing is not merely an act of surviving, but channelizing the energy that is present already in our body and optimizing it. Come, let's hear more from us. First and foremost, pranayama, an introduction by Dr. Juhi. Over to you.
Thank you, Sudhaji, and good evening all. Chapter 4, Shloka 29 of Bhagavad Gita talks about pranayama. Apani juvati prana, prane panam tatha pare, prana pan gati rubha, pranayama parayana. When we talk about it, pranayama is made up of two words, that is pran, which is the vital energy, and ayam, that is called to control. So pranayam is to control the breath. Doing pranayam is one such thing in which we try to manipulate or bring awareness in our breath by observing it consciously. No matter how you practice breath control, how long you hold it, or how many seconds you take for each inhalation and exhalation, all types of pranayam will move through three stages. The first one being the purak, which is known as inhalation. The second one is known as kumbhak, which is retention. And the third one is rechak, which is exhalation. Daily pranayam practice is believed to be done empty stomach in early morning before sunrise as the weather is cool and fresh and the air is oxygen rich. So we have various types of pranayam, including from heating pranayams like Surya Vedan to Kapalbhati, and cooling pranayams like Chandra Bedi, Sheetkari to Sheetali, and many others like Plavani, Viloma, Murcha, Dirga, Bhastrika, Bhramari, Ujjayi, and many. And their benefits in our daily life are unlimited. Due to time constraint, I'll be talking a few of them. So the first one is Bhastrika. In Bhastrika Pranayam, one is supposed to take a deep breath in and breathe out forcefully using the diaphragmatic muscles. The second type of pranayam is Bhramari, and it gets its name from the Indian black bee, which is producing a sound called a humming. Sitting on any of the comfortable asanas, the entire action is done with both the nostrils by creating a sound like humming bees while performing Recha. Vibrations created thus have a natural calming effect on the mind and body. The third type of pranayam is the Kapalbhati Pranayam, and it is also called as the skull shining pranayam or the breath of fire, as it helps to build the fire, the heat in the body, and raise our vibrational pranic energy. Next type of pranayam is Nadi Shodhan. It is also known as Anulom Vilom, and it is necessary to sit in Padmasana for practice of this pranayam in a Sampai Shirogrivam pose. In this pranayam, one inhales through right and exhales through left, and then inhales through left and exhales through right. The next type of pranayam is the Uchaytanayam, which is also known as the ocean's breath because of its rhythmic nature. The technique involves inhaling slowly from both the nostrils, making the Ujjayi sound, which is created by constricting the back of throat, followed by performing Kumbhaka in Jalandhar 1 and exhaling slowly from the left nostril. So, pranayam breathing is both a meditative practice in itself and a core feature of yoga, as it helps to streamline various processes of body and brings about a positive change from physical to mental, intellectual, and spiritual. Therefore, we can say pranayam, when done religiously in a consistent way, has the power to activate the silent energy within us and raise the soul. So here I put an end to my part on pranayam, saying that when you own your breath, you own your peace. Therefore, let us master our breath and let the self within be in bliss. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Tuhiji. It was so more precise and very detailed information with your sweet voice. Yes. Now we can understand that the pranayama by itself, it's not just a yoga, but it's a prescription for bringing a sort of harmony in breathing. Either we take very short breath or very long breath. Long breath nowadays, no way, due to the condition of the mind and the exertion that we put through our body. How it helps to improve the bodily condition. Let's get to know from CID. CID, it's over to you.
Jai Swaminarayan. Here are some of the physical benefits of pranayama practice that I'm going to talk about. It's amazing to talk about my best friend breathing technique, pranayama. So let's see, what does this best friend do to us internally, and the effects being seen in few weeks itself. Let's begin the diseases related to respiratory system like asthma, pneumonia, bronchitis, and so much more. As per the research, by practicing pranayama, improves our lung function and increases the strength of the muscles of the respiratory system. It expands the chest wall and the lungs, which improves lung capacity and all the lung functions. The respiratory apparatus is improved by increasing the efficiency of abdominal and the diaphragmatic muscles, thereby relieving from all the respiratory issues. Comes to detoxification. Pranayama cleanses the body as well as the mind. The process of exhalation not only is concerned with breathing out the air, but also throwing away all the waste from our body. Some research show that students practicing Kapalbhati, Vibhagya, and Nadi Shodhan Pranayama regularly for 30 minutes every day, it was seen that lung function varied, and it was noticed that mind and body both were being purified. Out of all this, Kapalbhati suggested the most beneficial for the detoxification. Similarly, it has been seen in clearing the nasal passage, sinus cavities, and allergies. So when we practice pranayama like Nadi Shodhan, it helps us to clear the blockages in the nasal cavity, and Brahmi creates humming sound, encouraging air movement between the sinus and the nasal cavity. This also helps to nostrils to become free of all the allergies and enhances the filtration capacity towards the foreign element. The same has been proved to be the most economical and most simplest form to reduce the symptoms of inflammation of nose and sinus both. I'm the biggest example of it. Now let's talk about the most wanted and required weapon that we all need in today's life is our immune system. Pranayama has shown enhancement in the function of the immune system. Deep breathing exercises which focuses on the abdomen with breath retention like Kumbhaka, and yogic breathing improves the defense mechanism of the body and boosts our immunity. The results after the research showed that yogic breathing downregulates the pro-inflammatory markers and benefits on all the cell-mediated and mucosal immunity, hence boosting our immune system. Now increase the gray matter in the brain. What is this gray matter? Well, it is a component of the brain that consists of cells of the nervous system. It starts diminishing in older people, and one of the main cause of it is the memory loss with time. As per studies, it has been proved that practice for 2 months Shitli and Shitkari Pranayama, delta and alpha band power in the frontal brain region is improved. Also, it increases theta band power, which shows decrement into the beta band power. A decreased beta band power keeps the brain calm and quiet. These qualities help in increasing the volume of brain's gray matter. Gray matter in the brain improves vision, thinking, memory, and decision-making ability. So here we are, अनेक बीमारियों का एक ही इलाज, pranayama. Namaste. Thank you.
Oh, very beautiful, CRT, with lot of information like gray matters. We are heard about is very less, but you talk about it. So your respiratory system, circulatory system, and immune system. Very nice. Thank you so much. हमें सबको पता है ये इतना ही नहीं करते हैं प्राणायाम. It's much more than this. So, Dr. Sushma, can you please elaborate it a little more?
Under the benefits of pranayam, I would like to cover how it improves cardiovascular health. The circulatory system consists of the heart and arteries, veins, and capillaries. Sukha pranayam and pranava pranayam stimulate the body cells, increases the oxygen intake, improves the circulation to the heart, decreases the heart rate, and improves blood pressure, especially effective in hypertensive individuals. A 3-month regular practice of slow breathing for 5 minutes a day, maintaining a 2:1 ratio of exhalation and inhalation, has a significant reduction in blood pressure and heart rate as per the study. Another study involving 6 weeks of training in pranayam along with medications to treat hypertension has reduced blood pressure significantly compared to medication alone. Pranayam is also beneficial in treating people with irregular heartbeats. Irritable bowel. Irritable bowel syndrome and inflammatory bowel disease are nowadays very common digestive disorders accompanied by gastritis and acidity. Diarrhea and hyperacidity can also be caused by stress and anxiety. Here, pranayam helps to calm the mind and provide relief from anxiety, which in turn reduces these digestive issues. A study was done on a group of 21 male patients who were divided in 2 groups in which the yoga group had practiced certain yoga postures with right nostril breathing, while the conventional group was restricted to simple postures only. The yoga group here showed significant improvements in bowel symptoms, while the conventional group had no such improvements. Now, pranayama solved skin issues and brought glow to the skin because it also comprises of the practice of holding the breath for a certain period of time, kumbhaka, or breath retention, and hence supplies oxygen to the skin cells. The yogic breathing techniques like Bhramari and Bhastrika Pranayama especially have positive effects on the facial skin. Bhramari Pranayama, with Shanmukhi Mudra and chin lock, is especially beneficial to supplying ample oxygen to body cells. Thus, the skin glows. A review article published in the Journal of Ayurveda and Integrated Medicine explains various benefits of pranayam, including the skin. The antioxidant, cellular, and tissue effect of pranayama improves skin health and prevent premature aging, like facial lines, wrinkles, freckles, dark spots, etc. Pranayama also resolves obesity by regulating the process of breathing, during which abdominal muscles get activated. The process burns calories as well as fat. Some individual pranayam like Kapalbhati focuses on the abdominal part. It tones the abdomen and results in fat reduction from the belly. In a study in a total of 50 people who were randomly selected, but divided into groups of 25 each, the study and the control group. The study group participated in the regular pranayam activities for 6 weeks. At the end of the study, the results showed that there was a significant decrease in the body mass index and waist hip ratio. Pranayam not only helps to release the toxins only from the blood, but also enhances the filtering capacity and increases the passage of the nanoparticles to the brain through the blood-brain barrier. It filters the unwanted toxic materials which we often inhale in the polluted environment, also due to smoking. One-sided yogic breathing like Surya Bhedna Pranayam from one nostril at a time has shown positive effects on that side of the brain. By the practice of such breathing exercises, Alzheimer's disease, brain cancer like brain disorders can also be treated. Thank you so much.
Very, very, very wonderful thing. Again, आपने prove किया है you are a doctor. You put forth your thought with a research paper. I really loved it. Thank you so much for it. So इतना ही हम 3 मिनट का 4 मिनट का स्पीच में इतना ही bodily effect को बोल सकते हैं. ये इससे भी कहीं गुना ज़्यादा we can explore little more than this. So it is very difficult to draw a line of distinction between the thought process and the breathing processes because they always go together. Let's hear how does the pranayama hold the emotional, intellectual changes from Alpaji, as she couldn't make it live today. So she has shared a video. I'll share it now. Just a second. Be patient with me. So I'll be sharing that. Just a second. You all can see it.
Audio is not coming, Sudhaji.
Sorry, can't you hear us? आपको सुनाई नहीं दे रहा?
We can't hear you.
Sudhaji, the audio is not coming of Alpa's video.
Okay, just a second. Let me check. Sorry. The voice is full here. I don't know why. Can you all?
Sudhaji, when you share, you have to, that icon is there, make sound. तो sound, वो sound जो रहता है नीचे उसको click करना पड़ेगा तभी sound आएगा.
Jai Swaminarayan. My name is Alpa. Pranayama helps with many diseases, but I'll be talking about psychological benefits with pranayama. So let's get started, see how it helps. Pranayama helps with many psychosomatic issues like mindfulness, insomnia, mental stress, cut cravings of any kinds about in eating or drinking, or even in smoking, stress, anxiety, concentration, and many more to list. But I'll be talking about few of them. To start with, number one, cognitive function. Slow and fast, both kind of pranayama, like for example, Kapalbhati, Bhastrika, can help improve it. Also, it increases the concentration, power of mind, and memory. Number two, mindfulness. It helps increasing mindfulness and brings awareness. This helps to focus on living on present moment. Research shows that practicing pranayama at least 20 minutes a day can transfer your mind and body. So consider this a stepping stone to bring clarity to your mind. Number three, makes mind well-oriented. Pranayama is helpful to bring focus into the mainstream. It has shown in study that by regulating controlled breathing exercises helps the brain to be stable, and thus it makes mind very well oriented. Not only that, but it makes it more efficient and active. Number four, increase concentration. Pranayama like Nadi Shodhan has proved to regulate the autonomic response by strengthening the parasympathetic nervous system. By increasing oxygen supply to the brain, pranayama not only calms it, but it also makes it free of anxiety. It enables you to take charge of your thoughts. Thoughts no more control you, rather you become the master of your mind. Your concentration increases in many folds. Number five, mental stress, anxiety, emotional regulations. Feeling of being stressed, anxious, fearful, that leads to being low and depressed, which leads into various problems to our psychological behavior. Number eight, practice helps in lowering the stress and aggression within us. It also clears emotional blockages from our mind and our body. Research shows that pranayama significantly calms the nervous system, which improves your response to stress and negative feelings. In other research, it shows various pranayama like Anulama Vilama, Ujjayi, Sitali, Sitkari, Brahmari. By controlling the prana, reduce depression and anxiety symptoms for general well-being of a person. Last but not the least, insomnia. People with insomnia or any other sleep-oriented disorders, if they start performing the routine yogic breathing along with yoga asana and meditations, they can get sound sleep free of negative thoughts and nightmares. It has been proven by research that half yogic breathing is effective in improving overall sleep and the quality of life. So let's get started. Om.
Beautiful, isn't it? I hope you all enjoyed with us how it helpful for your mind and everything. Yes, very nice. Thank you. Thank you. Even busy with her schedule, she shared with us. Thank you, Alpaji, for one more time. So, Bhai Abhiyantra Vichayak Chapi Chaturdhar. So, this is one of the Patanjali Sutra talk about pranayama. So, which means when all the thoughts, ideas in the mind and the objects are clear, there is a natural breathing comes out. So it throws out all the impurities from the mind and helps achieve a state of pratyahara, which helps in dharana and dhyan and samadhi. चलो हमारी टीम के सबसे छोटी ever 16 lady से सुनेंगे. सुनीता जी, it's over to you.
नमस्ते स्वामी गुरु नारायण कि हम आपके फैमिली मेंबर्स के हिसाब से बोल रहे हैं. The spirituality, the ultimate state of successful human is that of moksha, nirvana, to achieve success in your life and social life. And beyond this materialistic achievements is state of spirituality. Spirituality means getting close to the soul, human spirit, as opposed to material or physical things. Pranayama, which is a prana and control of breath, helps getting close to ourselves with our soul. This is how we tend to get more spiritual and calm, and we practice pranam regularly. Our Asian scientists, yoga gurus, discovered the intelligent use of different energies. The practice of slow and fast breathing helps to create awareness within us. Sound energies derived from the chanting of mantras convert into vibration in different parts of the brain and body, thereby activating and improving the same. Quantum physics is all about vibrations. The same vibrations have been important to us and discovered its scientific use since thousands of years. It calms our mind by stopping our chatter going within. We achieve the ability to turn a negative situation into our favor. We become more knowledgeable and confident. It synchronizes the breath with the movements of pranayama and helps brighten the spiritual aspect of our life. It is the union of self and the higher self. It helps the body, mind, and soul connect and grow together in a given surroundings to get in a cohesion with the ultimate divinity of the universe. With regular practice and dedication, our wisdom achieves its highest state and we start showing the highest potential in decision making and action, thereby being in peace and harmony with our inner self. For example, pranayama, that is Om chanting, the sound of vibrations from the abdomen, lungs, throat, brain, and face. This improves the overall health and functions of our body. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.
Very nice, very nice. Thank you. Thank you, Sunita ji, for your wonderful insight here. In simple words, what we can say on a day-to-day level, pranayama is a way of disciplining oneself by managing one's breath and by mastering one's thought. Great, thank you. So, hence, pranayama is a simple and cost-effective method with evidence indicating the presence of therapeutic beneficial and in the prevention and cure of the diseases. But we cannot universalize any pranayam, like सर दुख रहा है पैरासिटामोल ले लो, थोड़ा सा टेम्परेचर है क्रोसिन ले लो, वो वैसे नहीं होना चाहिए. As a therapist, we should be more responsible before suggesting or including any pranayama practice to individual without any prejudiced mind, and keeping mind that you should keep mind that one's health and about their mental condition. That's all from us. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you from our TEJ team. Thank you from Julie ji, Sunita ji, Namita ji, Sia ji, from all of us. We are the fire. Thank you. Thank you.